My name is Rutkowski, and this is my Bulldog story. My major at Ferris State University is social work. I originally started at nursing, and I went through the classes and I realized I passed out from blood. So I knew I still wanted to help people, and I had an internship in high school that was in the nursing home. And then so I joined social work because my mom was, and I knew I could help people that way. My mom had me at 17, and so she had me with our high school sweetheart, and I was the only one between those two. So they split up, and then my mom met my stepdad when I was 6, and she had my brothers Jacob and John, and then I had a baby sister Ina, who actually passed away. I was raised with my brothers on my stepdad's side, and I didn't really grow up at all with my biological dad, because basically my mom was definitely a single parent. And then she's always just been the rock. Like, even my stepdad hasn't been there for us as much. Growing up with 8 siblings was definitely interesting because there's so many of us. We weren't all in the same household, obviously, because I lived with 3 of them, and then the other 5 were in a different house. But it was definitely unique because whenever anyone asks how many siblings you have, they're like 2, 3, and I'm like 8. But having that big family, it really, I think, united us, how different we are, and it was just really nice to have 8 different people you can hang out with when you're bored, or they're really good friends, I would say. We just became really close just because our families were so different that we at least had each other. My mom being a single parent and being a teenage parent, I was also raised by my grandparents a little bit. So there was a lot of different struggles with that too. She's also gone even to all my rugby games, even when she barely had the gas money for it coming out here. She's gone to almost every single one. I've been playing for 4 years now. I actually joined when I came to Ferris because my suite mate played, and she had me make a promise to come to practice, and I was like, I'm a cheerleader, no way. And then I went to rugby practice and I fell in love with it. It's more like a family culture, I guess. It's like a home away from home, and that's what made me actually stay at Ferris, was rugby. The way the family culture works is you get rookies and vets, kind of like bigs and littles and sororities. So you have a vet, grand vet, and they're your main family, and they're the ones that look after you and mentor you and teach you the different skills. In my previous playoff game, we won. It was a really brutal game. It was 17-5. My motivation is definitely comes from social work, and definitely my professors, them telling us about all the stuff they've done and all the stuff that I can do when I graduate. So what motivates me is knowing that when I graduate, I'll be able to work with the elderly in the nursing homes and just help them. I volunteered at homeless shelters down in Detroit. When my mom was in the social work program at Wayne State, she would always go down there, and I would come with her and do the different events. I actually did a clothing drive at my high school and got over 3,000 different types of clothing for people down there, and that was super empowering. You have to think about yourself in your future and know that if you don't work on yourself, you're not going to be able to help them, I guess. It's kind of similar to the airplane thing. If you don't put on the mask first, you can't help anyone else. So yeah, as hard as it can be, just focus on yourself, because they wouldn't want you to let them hold you back.